have that feeling as well, the projecting. And does that mean God as well? I mean, I feel like when I'm in those deep emotions that I'm projecting this like need or want to God, like, and it doesn't feel, it feels like that actually, and I'm wondering.
Yeah, the same thing applies with the projection to God. When you fully are wanting to feel your own emotion, you will not project a desire for God to take the emotion away from you. The irony is, at that moment, because you are now experiencing the emotion completely, that is the moment that God can help take the emotion away from you. Does that make sense? It's like, that's the irony of the whole thing. You see, if I'm not feeling the emotion completely, then I'm blocking the emotion. My will is blocking the emotion. And it's the use of my will that I need to address when I'm blocking my emotions. So if I'm expecting God, and this is where a lot of the false beliefs came from, by the way, of Christianity. A lot of the false beliefs developed because everyone wants somebody else to take away their emotion. Everyone wants somebody else to make things better. And so all these projections at me that I get constantly, that I took away the sin of the world, now in a way I have, but only by teaching the truth. I can't take away the sin of the world in an active sense, because only the person can feel their own sin. Only the person can feel their own disharmony with love. No one else can. So every time that I'm projecting at God, you take this away from me, I am actually in that moment trying to get away from feeling that emotion completely. Does that make sense? What I need to do is be willing to feel the emotion completely. Now in that moment, God can automatically help the process because I'm not using my will to block the emotion anymore. Does that make sense to everyone? That's the irony. Right? And it's when I learn to feel all of my emotions completely, without reserve and without expectation, that's the time when you will ironically progress the fastest. Because that's the time when God can assist you with the process, because now your will is fully in harmony with dealing with this emotion. Up until that point, we dribble this out and we dribble that out and we dribble this out, and this is why it is painful on the earth sometimes dealing with emotion, because we've got so many addictions in play, so many bartering systems in play, so many bartering systems even with God in play. I'll do this for you if you do. How much of us... We've got all these bartering systems in play, you see. And because we've got bartering systems in play, we're not completely feeling the emotion. And because we're not completely feeling the emotion, we're using our will to block our own emotion, and therefore using our will to block God's emotion to flow through us as well. Does that make sense, Rachel? Yep. So it's really, really important. And it's not something that's going to come instantly. Because to be frank, the majority of us have spent the majority of our life blocking our emotion. So it's not, we can't go from blocking our emotion all the time to never blocking our emotion in one foul swoop, we can't do that. It's going to be a note, here I am blocking in, here I am, and noticing the reasons why I'm blocking. We can't swing from one to the other instantly. So we need to be patient with ourselves. Does that mean love ourselves through the process? Smacking yourself, whether it's physically or verbally or emotionally, is not going to be loving yourself through the process. So stop berating yourself for not getting it, and just allow yourself, there's another block, there's another block, well, I have this blockage, I have this blockage, and allow yourself to feel those blockages and release those, because eventually you'll get to the point, and the moment you get to the point where you're feeling all your emotions at the same time and longing for divine love, ironically, that will also be the moment you become at one with God. And from that moment on, you will no longer block any of your emotions, and you'll no longer have any tools that you block, and everyone around you will notice that you're not blocking anything anymore. Yeah? Your body will feel great, you'll grow a bit younger, lose a bit of grey hair, and everything will start working better even in your own body. Right? Your body will start working better automatically because there's no longer these suppression areas. So at the moment, I was saying to the guys who were staying with us this week, at the moment I've got about 15 areas where I'm blocking emotion right now that I'm conscious of. Right? So while I'm speaking to you, there's 15 areas that I'm blocking emotion. And I need to learn to start looking at why I'm blocking that one. Why am I blocking this one? Why am I blocking that one? And I need to address that and allow myself to stop blocking it so I feel the emotion completely. So I've got to do the same as you, exactly the same.